Usually a heist film will contain a three-act plot. The first act usually consists of preparations for the heist, gathering conspirators, learning about the layout of the location being robbed, learning about the alarm system, etc., revealing innovative technologies to be used, and most importantly, setting the plot twist at the final act, which won't be revealed until the end. The second act is the heist itself. With rare exceptions, the heist will be successful. Through some number of unexpected events will occur, which the characters will have to overcome. The third act is unrevealing the plot. The characters involved in the heist will be turned against one another, or one of the characters will have made arrangements with an outside party who will interfere, often a wise, underestimated detective. Our main character is a very cool, smart and witty character. Like most heist films, they're the brains of the operation. They're meant to keep their cool and lead the group. We chose for him to wear a suit as inspired intelligence and sharpness to the character. We took inspiration and his appearance from films like Ocean's 11 and gangster films such as Gangster Squad, as we started to base our character on an early 20th century gangster.
In our pitch presentation, we created several characters for our film with specific appearances and costumes. We kept the idea of how we wanted our main protagonist to look. In the end, some of these ideas changed and wasn't included into our trailer. Our female role, Lacey, did not wear a black dress like we planned. This was mainly because of the weather. We stuck to her wearing all black and having the red lipstick. We used the props which we said we would, including the bag and the gun. These made our trailer show the genre and the narrative to the audience. Apart from filming at Max's house, in the car and outside the hospital, the structure of our setting changed and we discussed a new location. This was at the New England Square and in Max's cinema room. Our reshoot was at a bank. We discussed this when gaps needed filling into our trailer for the audience to see what the character may achieve. We changed the gradient of our shots when editing to set the tension and mood as a crime genre. We developed our piece by doing a voiceover as it was very fuzzy and unclear. As a group, this made us rethink of how it should be done next time and how we should use our microphone when filming dialogue. Within our trailer, we used 3 soundtracks for our beginning, middle and end. The feedback gained from doing this was successful and worked well with breaking up the narrative. We used action music, which was a strong convention for our crime trailer. We used a variety of sound effects, mainly free sound effects online and 1 Foley sound. These were effects that made the trailer more realistic. We had 9 title sequences throughout the trailer. The order ran so it would build up and the audience would want to carry on watching until they know when the film is released, which is the last title. We used only 1 font for our film, which was named Kenzo. This was a bold font that established our genre and stuck out more to our audience.
The camera we used was a Canon 600D and the lenses were a Canon 50mm and a Tamron 10 to 22mm. We shot on a few different days using this camera setup with a tripod and at times using a Rode shotgun microphone. We used a tripod to do some panning shots and for some static shots as well. And some of the shots were done handheld, which gives them a raw feel and makes the audience feel like part of the action. The boot shot that we did was inspired by similar shots done by Quentin Tarantino, who is a director that I looked at earlier on in the course, and this added a postmodern element to the trailer. So I used Adobe Premiere Pro to edit the trailer, and within this I used time remapping, fades in and out, and sync the titles to fit with the music. Also in the editing stage I added a number of sound effects to certain shots, like the car door and engine sounds in the first scene, footsteps and gun sounds. I also found a long sound clip of a busy road to add over the first car shots, as the audio recorded on the day wasn't very good quality. Also, while editing, I added a couple of Guy Ritchie inspired freeze frame shots. These effects are similar to those seen in the Snatch trailer, which I researched at the start of the project and wanted to try to recreate in my own work. With the poster, I looked at the Snatch poster, Layer Cake and Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. We shot images on a separate day of our protagonist and I edited them together in Photoshop.
I kept our magazine cover as simple as I could. I researched into magazine conventions and I looked at the different layouts and saw that some of them are busier than others with more detail. I then saw that Empire was one of the main mainstream film magazine distribution companies, so decided after talking to my group that we also wanted Empire magazine to market our film Legal Tender. I looked at the Skyfall magazine front cover, where you can see the main character, James Bond, played by the well-known actor Daniel Craig, was the centre of attention. The cover was very simple and it also says it's a limited edition, as Empire magazine usually has a lot of other films being marketed on it at the same time. I thought this was incredibly effective and thought it would be good to have ours as a limited edition too and keep the cover as simple as we could. Therefore, film lovers that are reading these magazines will not be distracted by any other film, and that we had our main character Mickey on the front cover filling the page so that the audience can become familiar with him and will be more interested in coming to see our film as they have seen our actor in other mainstream films and they can relate to him.